Sunday morning. We're going to see what God wants us to know this Sunday morning. Before I get started with my day. Just been relaxing. I got some tea. Mmm. 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 Oh, goodness. How is everyone this morning? How is everyone? I see from into your eyes. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. Let's get some Monday morning messages. I think before I start with the message, good morning. Timing is everything. Timing is perfect. But I think before we start with the message, if anybody wants to kind of ground into this with me, I'm just going to kind of do a quick little meditation to connect. And, so I don't have my feet planted on the ground, but I'm going to create an energetic cord between my feet and the earth here. And just feel myself grounding into that. Feeling my booty on this seat. Feeling the security and the safety of this seat. Being fully supported by the universe, by God, by Mother Earth. I'm going to move my focus up into my heart. I'm really going to open up my heart chakra to receive the messages, to receive guidance, to receive blessings, to receive love. Breathe into that. I'm going to move my focus up to my throat chakra. Opening that up, allowing myself to express authentically and to channel in the highest white light. And moving up to my third eye and my crown chakra. Being completely grateful for this moment, for the protection, for the guidance. And then feeling an energetic line connection going straight from above up into the divine, into the universe, through all my chakras and into Mother Earth. I'm just going to breathe into that for a minute. One more deep breath. Okay. All right, let's come back. Okay. Woo. Okay, here we go. This morning, the funniest thing, Maui made a squirrel friend and they were playing. That squirrel was teasing him big time. Running down the fence, on the top of the fence, and then the neighbors have like this little shed. You're just jumping up on the shed and just staying barely out of reach for Maui. It was so funny. It was cute. They were playing. All right, let's get the message for today. It seems like really important to really connect today. Like slowing down and being extremely observant. Awareness. We got the fear card again here. But it came out actually this time with Sacred Abyss, which is like the learning card. So I think that some of you are starting to, collectively, you're starting to see evidence that your stability, if it's financial or mental or emotional, everyone is going to be different. But your stability is actually quite like, you know, everyone says that it's a mindset, right? It's how you think, it's how you perceive, right? You don't want to have fear or lack or anything like that. But I think you're starting to see evidence that when you're releasing this fear and you're moving in an abundance mindset, it's like there's lessons here. You're learning that you are cared for, that you are stable, right? We were all just made to believe it's a subconscious program that we have, right? That creates lack. This card is also very significant. Good morning, Golden. This card is also very significant as far as like the new world, right? You know, like as far as like consciously, right? We are consciously creating a new world. Um, Obviously, the world is still the same. We're still on the same planet, right? But this new earth is filled with abundance here, okay? And again, I'm really drawn to the fact that this you know, hyena is backing into it, right? They're not and see how like these guys over here are like watching. That's significant too. That's the first time I've ever noticed that on that card. That they're that it's like people are watching you. But they're people that are already on the other side, right? Like you're like crossing this threshold, and there are people that are already on this other side. I'm hearing like celebrating you coming over. You know what I mean? Bridging that gap, getting, you know, getting from one side to the other. So this is good. This is good. This means this is giving me, you know, this energy of like we are really releasing the karmics energetically, right? Because there's been a lot of karmic energy coming through recently. And I think it's, you know, basically it was probably pretty heavy because they're being released, right? Cords are being cut, energetic ties are being released here. So now it's like you're, you know, you energetically are being noticed by those that are already on the other side of this, right? They're already creating their own new earth experience. They maybe have something to teach you or something, you know. So for a lot of you, don't be you know, there are people that kind of want to help you, right? But they may be a little bit further along in life. Don't allow insecurities or anything, which I feel like if you're moving over to this side, you've really kind of worked on the insecurities, but I still feel like I want to say, like, don't allow the insecurities, your insecurities, if there are still some lingering around, to prevent you from connecting with these people, because these people, like, they're drinking this water. They've got plenty of abundance here. It looks like these are also hyenas, so this is probably people of the same, soul family, right? Yeah, as I say, soul family, the Obamas came out. This person that's watching you, they may be a spouse, right? And it looks like they got maybe two little hyenas here. But I almost feel like the reason that you're backing into it, because I was really just, for the first time, I've noticed on this Selena card, it says watch Judas. So what I feel like is you're actually being guided to back into this, almost in a way of like, you know what I mean? Like, don't turn your back on them. Like, I never turn my back on them. Like, you got to keep your eye on the karmics right now, or on Judas per se. But still doing the work and kind of slowly backing in, making it to seem that like maybe you're not, or I guess not necessarily that, because we're not trying to deceive anyone. We're actually trying to be authentic here and lead by example. But some of you, you're doing this because you're guided to do this, but some of you are still putting too much energy and too much focus into paying attention to these karmic energies, right? And probably it has to do with you, because it's a fear of not being safe in a way. Okay. So I get it. It's not out of ego. It's not out of any of those things, right? It's a fear of like, getting, like, not necessarily physically, but maybe getting spiritually jumped, or you know what I mean, like being attacked from behind, being hit on the blind side here, right? um Yeah, it's like there's still this energy of like you're still surrendering into feeling safe. Honestly, letting your guard down, getting out of that survival fight or flight mode. Okay, this is still being released a little bit, but it is being released. Okay, the more that you are learning, the more that God is showing you that fear is actually what's holding you back, and that you are like that you have everything that you need over here. I heard don't turn your back on, but it was, all I heard was don't turn your back on. So I don't know on what, but if whoever that's for, you'll know exactly what. Don't turn your back on them or something. Some of you might actually go through, like, I'm hearing like a little dip of like feeling like you're going backwards, but you're not. You're not. You're not. You've still broken free, okay? You've still broken free from the matrix here. It just seems that maybe there's just like another lesson, or something small, right? It's not something big. It's nothing like that, right? But that will be fully released, I'm hearing, with this next full moon. Okay, so over these next moon cycles, there might be a little bit of, you know, where you feel like you're going backwards, but you're really not. Okay, you're still cared for, you're still loved, you are still seen, you are still moving in the right direction, even if it feels like you're going backwards. Okay, look, it feels like you're going backwards, but look what you're backing into. That's for somebody. Yeah, you feel like you're slipping, but you're not. How is everyone today? Doing well, I hope. I gotta mow my yard today. Got to mow the yard. Got to. It's only been a week, but it grows so fast. The grass be greener over here, okay? And thicker. That's the kind of confidence some of y'all are stepping into. Like, listen, the grass is super green under me. If you don't like green grass, then bye. Also, I'm being drawn to say, like, see his hand up? You know what I mean? Something's being stopped here before it even, I'm hearing halt, before it even happens. So yeah, it feels like one of the big messages that really want to come through is you may feel like you're going backwards. You may have been feeling like that or something like that. But again, I want to say it again. Like, I don't know why I want to say it again. Look what you're backing into. Because it's almost like things are being released as you know, switch to this side. Also, you know, I'm thinking about chakras. I know this is a hyena and they probably don't have the same chakra system as we do, but you know, this. My son just scared the crap. He just poked his head around the corner. It scared me. That scared me. Oh my goodness. That's significant somehow. I don't know. We'll see where that goes. But look, it's like the bottom three, the base three chakras, you know, are kind of moving into this side of, you know, and yeah, go ahead. Have a seat. Watch your feet because I got tea down here. You make me nervous with your feet like that. Yeah. Bubby, I have a hard time like focusing and concentrating when you're like on me like this. I love you very much. Can I help you with something?
I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get this message out and we will eat. Does that feel good? It's like when you walk in here, I can't focus. It's really weird because that happened yesterday. What are you doing to me?
I'm doing nothing.
I'm joking. I'm doing nothing. Alright, let's see. Thank you. Yeah, there are some parts of your life that you're feeling unbalanced in, okay? They're feeling unbalanced, but understand that this is also part of the process here. With the Temperance in reverse and the Hangman, this is literally just a feeling that you have. It's not actually the real reality. It feels like it's actually an illusion. But it's perfect that the Hangman came out with it, because this is, it's being balanced, right? It's in the process. Things are shifting in this way, right? Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Cups at the bottom of that. I'm telling you, things are being balanced out. So again, and with the Ace of Cups talks about emotions and feelings and things like that, right? So this is not on the physical. This is not your actual physical reality. Things are not actually unbalanced for you. That is literally just an illusion here. What? Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope that these collective messages are helpful also. I know the picket cards were a big hit though. They were. I mean, like, they were getting like 1,000 views and stuff. I don't remember why I stopped doing them. I think it was when I moved or something. Careful, watch your tootsies. What did I just say? An illusion, right? This feeling of being unbalanced is an illusion. It's an illusion. It's not real. It's like you have permission right now to be happy. You have permission right now. Some of you might be one of the big energies that might be coming through for you during this, this moon cycle here is contentment. Being content is very freeing. Well, maybe I'll start doing more picket cards. It was the fairy messages that were such a big hit. Yeah. Listen. So it feels like you're going backwards, or it feels like it's unbalanced or things like that. It's because something is in the beginning stages. You're just now really like laying it out. You haven't put it in the oven or nothing yet, right? But it's ready to be put in the oven. Whatever it is. Something's in the beginning stages here. But you do have some sort of good news, some sort of something coming towards you here. It's going to kind of remind you, whatever this is, it's going to remind you, it's going to help you remember, or help you recognize, or help you see that, like, oh wait, I really am balanced. I really do have my shit together. And I'm exactly where I should be. I'm exactly where I should be on this journey. It's almost like for a second you started doubting yourself, or you started feeling some type of way, or but something is going to quickly come in to remind you. You know, I feel like your guides and stuff are like, stop. You're overthinking this. You're over analyzing this. Stop it. Stop it right now. Where are you going? You out of here?
Yeah.
Love you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I saw somewhere earlier today, and I feel like I want to share it, that patience is a form of wisdom. Knowing that some things take a little longer, or that, you know, the right things take time. There's something about, something is very precious here, okay? Fragile, precious. But yeah, patience is a, ooh, Tower card, 8 of Wands. There is some sort of quick communication that's gonna, with some sort of truth here. Holy cow. We got the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the High Priestess, the 6 of Wands. This reminder, this whatever this is, that's gonna let you know, like, hey, get out of your head. Hey, find yourself back in your body. That's probably why I felt guided to just kind of do that meditation to tap in with you guys live today, because maybe you are up in your head too much right now. You need to drop back down into your body, okay? But this is coming in fast. This communication here, holy shit, like really fast. 8 of Wands, Knight of Swords, that's quick, quick. And we've got the Chariot here, that's quick communication. Some sort of recognition here that's really, really gonna help you, remind you. You know what I mean? Your ancestors are like, okay, if you won't listen to me, then I'm gonna send somebody in the physical. You gotta stop. Get out of your head, okay? Get out of your head. Allow this process. Allow this process. Do not attach yourself to any outcome, because chances are it's not going to turn out how you planned. It's going to turn out better than you anticipated. So get out of your head. That's a big message for today also. Yeah, that just seems what it seems like. It's like you feel like you're going backwards. You're feeling unbalanced all of a sudden randomly. You know what I mean? Maybe you had a couple really good days or whatever. And this might be, you know, energy coming up, or maybe within the last whatever. And then all of a sudden you feel like you're taking steps backwards. But again, I want to remind you, I want to show you this. Look, you're backing into this new earth that you're creating. Now, I don't know why you're backing into it, but that's just part of the process. It's part of the journey, because I guess maybe if you saw what was on the other side, you might run over there a little bit too fast, and you might not be able to sustain that energy, right? You might not hold the right frequency to be able to, you know what I mean? It's like you have to have the right frequency to really get over there. If you saw what was on the other side already, you might take off running and, you know, break your neck running into that threshold that's crossing it, because your frequency doesn't match. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? If you saw what was on the other side, you probably would take your focus off of you and put your focus on what's on the other side. That's why. Because whatever is on the other side is so fulfilling and is going to excite the hell out of you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So a lot of us, you know, we can't see where we're going. We can't see what we're doing. We're backing up. We're backing into it, right? As I said that, look at her. But you are balanced. Now, granted, she is leaning on these two swords for support, but that's okay. You don't have to do it alone. They're there for her to lean on for support. Wheel of Fortune. This shift is being protected. This shift is being protected. I feel like there's kids involved here somehow, because I keep seeing I keep feeling this childlike energy, and maybe that's an energy that you really, you know, that might be coming through for you this week is a childlike energy. You might find yourself, you know, go to the park and swing on some swings or something, or, you know what I mean? Just really, it's all about, I think this, you know, where it's like this energy is coming through to help you, break free from that survival serious energy mode. You know what I'm saying? Like everything has to be serious and everything has to be, not that you are it's quite like that for you, but it's allowing you, it's reminding you what it's like to play. It's reminding you what it's like to enjoy life and to have this childlike faith and childlike outlook. It is bringing you into a much happier or joyful energy. Thank you. Thank you, Empress. Yes, I do love energy healing. My favorite modality is definitely brain spotting. But yes, multifaceted. It's all a part of the apothecary, right? I started as a reader, and, you know, stepped into the energy healing, and now I'm into herbalism as well. So just kind of overall really trying to master thyself. Remember all the gifts, remember all the wisdom, bring it back so that way, because I also understand that everyone's on a different point of their journey and everyone learns and heals and responds differently. So, you know, some people learn and heal through clarity, right? Some people learn and heal through the energy work. Some people learn and heal through, you know, herbal tinctures and things like that, right? It's all different. And so for me, it's all about remembering it all so that way I can help as many people as possible. Get out of this toxic matrix that we have found ourselves in, which I might add, it is breaking down. It is breaking down. It is, because the more we continue to shift internally, the matrix won't be able to hold the frequency that we are consciously raising ourselves to. It's not made or capable of sustaining it. So, you know, some of you are like, here's another thing. It's like, you know, you're very aware of this new earth and wanting to go to the other side, and you're like, well, I wonder, you know, how much of that have I created for myself? And it's like, this card is to tell you that you're more than halfway there. You're more than halfway there. Some of you also, ooh, some of you also, it's like you are, you're meant to be right here because you're meant to bridge the gap, right? Your head is over here so you can yell at these people, hey, come over here. Come over here. Look what I have over here, right? And these bottom three chakras are what is grounded into this new earth energy here, so that way you can reap those stability, that safety, that inspiration, that will, right? Not to say that these chakras are not developed or anything like that, but it's just saying attaching themselves to that frequency so that way you can be in purpose and you can have part of yourself over here bridging that gap, right? To get people, like, to get people's attention. Hey, let me save you. Not necessarily like that, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like, do you want to see what's over here? Like, hey, you know what I mean? So some of you are right here, and this is exactly where you're supposed to be. Good morning, Tasha. Okay, we're gonna get some final messages here, and then I'm gonna jump and go make Michael J some food and mow my yard before I get ready for the day. Well, it's still early and not so hot. Looks like it might be a hot day today. The sun is already out bright and shining. I love it. I went and laid out there for a little bit. I watched Maui play with the squirrel. Okay, final messages. That was fast. Yeah, this acknowledgement, we got the Six of Wands again in the Justice card. Okay, this acknowledgement, this is your justice here. Okay, you've got people, again, you've got people watching you. Some of you, the people that are watching you, if you've got kids, it's your kids, right? So but these people are watching, I heard some out of disbelief, okay? But it's like not out of disbelief of like, it's almost like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe that. And they can't get their eyes off of you because they're like, no way. Really? Like, they can't deny it. You know what I mean? They cannot deny whatever it is you're doing. Let me see this. I never noticed that this person is sitting on a throne. I never noticed that. Look, and she's eating grapes. And those swords are standing up on their own. There's something significant. She's got one in her hand. Oh, those are wands. Regardless. Wow. I'm just looking at this card to see if there's really any messages that want to come through. I'm really drawn to this. You see there's like a keyhole right here and there's like a hand coming out. And she doesn't see because like this makes me feel like, you know, this justice, some of you, this justice is actually coming from yourself. But, and this acknowledgement is coming from yourself. But a lot of you, there's somebody that's about to grab your hand. Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I think exterior, you know, I'm being reminded of like resting bitch face. I think that a lot of you might give off a Queen of Swords type of energy. Like, I will cut you. That's what I just heard. But really, you are the Queen of Cups, right? That's really and honestly, you're the Empress. But, you know, like you, so, but when you show up to the world, people kind of get that Queen of Swords vibe. You know what I mean? Like, don't fuck with me, right? Don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't lie to me. You can't, I will see right through you. And you're showing up that way, right? Out of this, I don't want to call it fight or flight mode, but almost just a self-protection, right? You've been through a lot. So you feel like it's just a natural thing that you do, right? Some of you are going to start kind of being able to balance that out as well. Some of you, it's just literally, you know, maybe you have a hard time shifting from one mode to the next, right? That's going to become easier. Flowing with the day. You have a hard time flowing, right? Maybe you start out flowing and then you get caught up by a rock, but then you jump back in the flow, and then you get caught up by another rock, but then you jump back in the flow, and you're like, man, can I just flow straight down? Why are there all these rocks? Like, and why do I keep... Turn that call in a bit. Things are balancing out. Okay, you will be able to float down this river without getting caught on a rock. A rock. 4444 on the timer. 4444. So don't be frustrated with yourself. Don't be overwhelmed with this, right? It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Think about whenever you have those moments where you're like, man, how did I just step out of the flow again? And you're having a hard time getting back into it. In those moments, think about a time in your life when there was no flow, right? There was no flow at all. You didn't even have your toes in the water, right? We've all been there. We didn't even have our toes in the water, but now you are in it. You know that little I was on the outside looking in this bitch, but now I'm in this bitch, right? Y'all were on the outside, you standing on the bank, looking at the water, but now you're in it, okay? So give yourself some grace. Allow yourself, it's okay. It is okay to get hung up by a little rock here and there. Eventually, there's not going to be any. Okay? You're just going to be flowing, right? Because it's like learning how to do it. You're learning something new. Okay? You had to remove all of the beliefs that didn't even teach you anything about any type of flowing through life. You had to get rid of all that. So you're relearning, right? You are in a childlike energy. In there it comes. There it is, that child. Remember I said something about children. It's like you're relearning life. So that inner child is coming through, right? And relearning life and reminding you how to play. And it is okay to get hung up, right? To not flow the whole time, because eventually you will. Yeah, there are a lot of people that are watching this transformation that you're not even aware of with the moon card, but you feel them, okay? Look, there's people in the boat in the back there. Trust this process, okay? I know we say that all the time, but trust this process. Okay, I'm going to leave it there so that way I can take care of my little baby. Zyla spent the night at a friend's house last night, so she is not here. But Michael J is hungry. So, as always, I want to thank you all for joining me on this lovely morning. I hope that you have a fantastic Sunday. I may or may not be on in a little bit. I'm not going to make any promises. I have no idea. I'm going to try to stay in the flow and not hit any rocks today. Okay? But if I do, I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm not. And you shouldn't either. I love y'all.